Hi and welcome. My name is Stephanie and today I have a third trimester power yoga to share with you. This practice is a great way to help prepare your body for labor. You don't need any props to begin, so when you're ready, grab your yoga mat and let's get started. We're going to begin today in a butterfly pose. So bring the soles of your feet together and allow your knees to fall down to the side. You don't need to press them into the mat, just allow them to fall where they will. You can play with pulling your heels in closer towards your hips or a little bit farther away, making sure that you have plenty of space for baby and that you're able to maintain a straight back. You might give yourself a little bit of a foot massage before we get started. We'll start with one big inhale to begin class, inhaling through the nose, and a long exhale through the nose. From here, let's drop our left ear over to our left shoulder, stretching out our neck. If you're massaging your feet, you can continue to do so. Continue to breathe in and out through the nose. You might smile to further relax the muscles of the face and jaw. Let's take one more inhale here. And as you exhale, let's round our neck, dropping our chin towards our chest as we bring our right ear over towards our right shoulder. Again, we'll just hold here for a few breaths. Again, you might smile. You can continue to massage your feet if that's feeling nice. Let's take one more inhale here. And as you exhale, drop the chin to the chest again before returning to a neutral spine and bringing your head back over your shoulders. From here, let's inhale the arms up overhead. And as we exhale, we're going to take our left hand over to our right knee as we drop our right arm behind us. This isn't a deep twist. We're looking out over our right shoulder rather than behind us, and our belly and our hips are still pointed in the same direction. In pregnancy, we want to avoid deep twists or anything that could compress baby. Continue to make sure your spine is long here. Inhaling through the nose. And as you exhale, let's come back to center. Inhale, both arms up overhead again. This time we're going to take our right hand over to our left knee and bring our left arm behind us. Again, this isn't a super deep twist. We're looking out over our left shoulder. Belly and our hips are pointed in the same direction towards the long edge of our mat. With each inhale, we're thinking about lifting and lengthening our spine. We'll hold here for one more inhale. And as we exhale, let's bring our hands back to center. We're going to come onto our tabletop position. Move slowly here, mamas. We're going to bring our hands under our shoulders and our knees under our hips, finding a straight flat back position. We'll hold here for our inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to tuck our pelvis under, almost like we're a dog, tucking our tail between our legs as we push through the shoulder blades and round our spine, finding a pelvic tilt here. Inhale back to neutral. And exhale, tuck the pelvis, press through the shoulder blades, round your back. Good, we'll do 3 more just like that. Inhaling through neutral. And exhale, tuck the tailbone under, press through the shoulder blades, drop your gaze. 2 more, inhale, back to neutral. Exhale, curl the tailbone under, press through your shoulder blades. You might find a little gentle movement here, maybe rocking back onto your heels a bit. Inhale, come through neutral. And last time, exhale, tuck the tailbone under, find that posterior pelvic tilt as you press through the shoulder blades. Good. Inhale, back through neutral. Let's bring our big toes together and our knees as wide as our mat as we sink back into our child's pose. From here, we're going to inhale, moving our hips in a counterclockwise direction as we come forward, finding a gentle chest opener, and exhaling our hips again in a counterclockwise direction back to our child's pose. Inhale, continue those hip circles coming forward. Exhale, back through child's pose. Inhale, continue moving at your own pace here. Inhaling your way forward, exhaling back through child's pose. We'll do about 3 to 5 hip circles in one direction. Inhaling in a counterclockwise direction. And next time you're in child's pose, switch the rotation of your hips, coming into a clockwise rotation. Inhaling your way forward, finding a gentle chest opener. Exhaling back through child's pose. Just waking up the spine, waking up the hips here. Let's take one more. Good. On your next inhale, we'll meet again in tabletop position. From here, let's bring our feet about as wide as our yoga mat, our hands also as wide as our yoga mat. And on our next inhale, we're going to curl the toes under, press the hips up and back, finding our downward facing dog. We'll hold here for a few breaths, so find whatever movement feels good for you. You might bend one knee and then the other. Doesn't matter how close to the ground your heels are. We're focusing on keeping a flat back, bending our knees as much as we need to, making sure there's plenty of space for baby. Your gaze is straight down at your mat, or if you're feeling a little dizzy today, perhaps between your hands. If you've had a bit of a wiggly dog, find a moment of stillness here. On your next inhale, bend the knees generously, look through the hands, and then we'll slowly bear crawl our way to the top of our mat, finding our forward fold. From here, we'll inhale, rise up, halfway lift, flat back position. Exhale, bend the knees, sink the hips back, and slowly roll up through mountain pose. From here, let's step our left toes back as we bring our biceps up by our ears, finding our warrior one pose. First warrior of the day, we're going to hold here for a few breaths, checking on our posture. Our spine is long, our pelvis has a neutral tilt, our front knee is over that front ankle. Inhale energy up through your feet and the earth, and exhale, relax your shoulders down and away from the ears. On your next inhale, let's open up, finding our warrior two pose, rotating that outer back foot so we're pressing through the outer edge of that back foot. Our arms are straight and in line. Our back arm is not dipping down towards our leg. Front knee is still over that front ankle. Again, we'll hold here for a few breaths. Imagine that we're sending energy out through our fingertips. Our gaze is out beyond the edge of our front hand. Continue to think about lifting and lengthening with each inhale. And as you exhale, drop the shoulder blades down your spine, making sure your shoulders aren't beginning to creep up by the ears. We'll hold here for one more inhale and exhale. Feeling strong in our warriors. And on your next inhale, we're going to windmill the back arm down and around, coming back into a high lunge position. We'll hold here for our inhale. And as we exhale, let's open back out into warrior two. Good. Inhale, rotate back through your high crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Keep moving here at your own pace. Inhaling through a high crescent. Exhale, warrior two. If you need to pause at any point to adjust your stance, do so. That front knee is still bent over that front ankle. It might be beginning to burn a little bit. But remember, Mama, you can do hard things. You are growing a baby. And that is one of the hardest things you could possibly do. Exhaling through warrior two. Inhaling through a high crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale through high crescent. Let's do two more. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, high crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, high crescent. Hold here. We're going to gently pulse, just moving our hips up and down a few inches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and on 5, step back up through your mountain pose. Good, you might shake out your legs a little bit. That front knee was bent for quite a while. From here, we'll step that left foot back again, just a few feet behind you, as you bring your hands to prayer in front of your chest. We're going to come into a warrior three pose. So make sure you feel balanced. We're going to come into a warrior three pose. So on an inhale, slowly begin to bring your chest forward. We're going to maintain a flat back position as we lift our back leg off the ground. Now you might just lift up a few inches. That might be fine. You might stay here and just pulse, lifting the back leg off the ground a few inches at a time. Or if it's accessible to you, you could slowly begin to put more and more weight in that front leg as you lift the back leg off the ground, bending at the hips, keeping a flat back position, and finding your warrior three. Your back toes are pointed down at the earth. Your hips are squared, facing down at your mat. If you need a bit of extra balance, you could bring your arm to rest on a wall or a chair. If you fall out of the pose and need to bring your back foot back to the earth, no worries. This is hard. We're going to hold here for 3 more breaths, whether that's pulsing or just holding your back leg off the ground a few inches. With each inhale, find a little bit more strength. And with each exhale, let go of something, even if it's just the belief that you can't do this. 1 more inhale here. And as you exhale, bring the back foot back to the earth. Again, moving slowly as we step back up into our mountain pose. Take a moment here to shake out the legs. That right leg might be burning a bit. We've been asking it to hold a lot of our weight. Give it a little bit of love. Before we meet in mountain pose, we'll take 1 round of breath here, just centering ourselves before our last warrior flow. Inhaling through the nose. On your next inhale, step the left toes behind you again, finding your warrior two stance. Take a moment to get settled. You're pressing through the outer edge of that back foot. Your front knee is over that front ankle. Arms are strong and in the same plane. From here, we'll inhale, reach the front arm forward, flip the palm, and as we exhale, let's find our reverse warrior. We'll hold here for a few breaths, just checking on our posture. We're not collapsing into that back leg. Our back arm might be resting on our thigh. If it's accessible to you, you could take a bind here. We'll hold here for 1 more inhale. And as you exhale, we're going to windmill the right arm forward so that our right forearm comes to rest on our right thigh. And our left arm reaches out and up overhead, finding our side angle pose. Again, we'll hold here for a moment, checking on our posture. Right knee is over that right ankle. Our right forearm is resting on that front leg, but we're not collapsing into it. We're holding ourselves strong and steady. Hold here for one more inhale. And as you exhale, let's come back up through warrior two. We're going to flow through those two warrior positions 5 times. So inhale, reach the arms forward, rotate the palms. Exhale, reverse warrior. We'll hold here for our inhale. And as you exhale, bring the right arm to the right thigh as you find your side angle stretch. Again, holding here for our inhale. And exhaling through warrior two. 4 more times. Inhale, reach the arms forward, rotate the palms. Exhale, reverse warrior. Hold here for your inhale. Exhale, right elbow to right thigh, side angle stretch. Hold here for your inhale. And exhale, warrior two. 3 more times. Inhale, reach the arm forward, rotate the palms. Exhale, reverse warrior. Hold here for your inhale. Exhale, right elbow to right thigh, side angle stretch. Hold here for your inhale. Exhale, warrior two. 2 more times. You've got this. Inhale, reach the arm forward, rotate the palms. Exhale, reverse warrior. Hold here for your inhale. Exhale, find that side body stretch. Hold here for your inhale. And exhale, warrior two. Last time. Inhale, reach the arm forward, rotate the palms. Exhale, reverse warrior. That front thigh might be burning by now. Remember, you can do hard things. Hold here for your inhale. And exhale, side angle stretch. Inhale here. And exhale, warrior two. Good. Let's finally straighten that front leg, giving that front thigh a moment of release. As we inhale the arms forward once again, and exhale, find our triangle pose. Now your front hand might be resting gently on your shin, might be all the way down on the ground, might be up here on your thigh, wherever you are today. We'll hold here for about 3 breaths. Inhaling through our nose and exhaling through the nose. With each inhale, try and find a moment of strength. And with each exhale, let go of the belief that you cannot do this. One more inhale here. And as you exhale, let's windmill the arms down to the side and step back up through our mountain pose. Before we take that on the other side, let's just take a moment to do some hip circles here, rotating the hips in one direction and then the other. You can bend your knees generously here, just finding some relief. I know my right leg feels like it got a bit of a workout. All right, let's meet again in mountain pose. We're going to do those same warrior flows on the other side. This time, let's inhale, step our right leg back, finding our warrior one. Again, we'll hold here for a few breaths, just settling into our first warrior on this side. Our left knee is over that left ankle. Our back leg is strong. We are pressing through our back toes. Our arms are strong overhead. We are sending energy out through our fingertips, and our biceps are by our ears. Inhale, think about lifting and lengthening. And on your next exhale, we'll open out into our warrior two. First warrior two on this side. Again, we'll take a few breaths to find our center, making sure we feel strong and stable in our warrior. Our arms are reaching out through our sides. We are sending energy out through our fingertips. That left knee is over that left ankle. And we are pressing through the outer edge of our back foot. Inhale, think about lifting and lengthening. And as you exhale, roll your shoulder blades down your spine, making sure those shoulders aren't creeping up by the ears. Let's hold here for one more round of breath, just feeling strong in our warrior. We'll hold here for one more inhale before we begin that warrior two high crescent flow. Inhaling in your warrior. And as you exhale, sweep the right arm down and around, high crescent. Inhale, open out, warrior two. Exhale, high crescent lunge. Windmilling our arms. Inhale, open out, warrior two. Exhale, high crescent. Inhale, open out, warrior two. Exhale, high crescent. Inhale, open out, warrior two. Exhale, windmill the arms, high crescent. Inhale, open out, warrior two. Exhale, sweep the arms down and around, high crescent. You've got this. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, high crescent. Good. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, high crescent. We'll do it 3 more times. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, high crescent. Inhale, open out, warrior two. That front leg might be burning. Remember, mama, you got this. Exhale, warrior. Exhale, high crescent. Inhale, open out, warrior two. Last one, exhale, high crescent. We'll hold here as we pulse 5 times, just dropping our hips a few inches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and on 5, step up, mountain pose. You might shake out that left leg a little bit. You might give it a little bit of a pat. It was working hard for you. We're going to come into our warrior three now. So take a moment to feel centered. Bring your hands to prayer at your chest and step the right toes back behind you a few inches or a few feet, wherever you feel balanced. Inhale, think about lifting and lengthening here, straight spine. And as you exhale, begin to bend at the hips, coming towards our warrior three. Now, you might just lift those back foot off the ground a few inches. That's fine. You might stay here and pulse, lifting and releasing that back foot. Or you might begin to bend at the waist, bringing more and more of your weight into that front foot as you find your warrior three on the left side. Again, you could bring your hand to a wall or a chair for extra balance here. Our back toes are pointed down at the earth. Our hips are square, also pointing down at our yoga mat. We are thinking about length here on our inhales, keeping a straight back position. That front leg might be shaking, it might be burning, but you've got this, mama. We'll hold here for 3 more breaths, inhaling through our nose. And as we exhale, we'll let go of the belief that we cannot do this, because we can. Inhale through the nose. And exhale, let something go. Inhale one more time. And as you exhale, slowly bring your back foot back to the mat and step up, mountain pose. Again, you might shake the legs out here for a moment before we come into our last warrior flow. Let's take 1 round of breath in mountain, inhaling through our nose. And exhale, drop the shoulder blades down your spine, relax, find a moment of peace and stillness. On your next inhale, let's step the right toes back, finding our warrior two pose once again. Take a moment to check your stance. That left knee is over that left ankle. We are pressing through the outer edge of our back foot. On an inhale, we're going to reach our left arm forward, rotate our palm. Exhale, find a reverse warrior. We'll hold here for a breath or 2. First, reverse warrior on this side, just checking our posture, enjoying a nice side body stretch. Again, we're not collapsing into that back leg. We might have our right arm resting gently on our thigh, or we might take a bind here. Hold here for 1 more inhale. And as you exhale, let's windmill the arms, bringing our left forearm to rest on our left thigh as our right arm comes up and overhead. into our side angle pose. Again, we'll take a moment here, enjoying the opposite side body stretch. We're making sure that we're not collapsing into this left forearm. It is resting gently on our left thigh, but we should be able to lift it and take it off. We are supporting ourselves with our core. We're going to begin to flow between these two poses. Inhale here. And as you exhale, come back to warrior two. Inhale, reach the left arm forward, rotate the palms. Exhale, reverse warrior. Hold here for your inhale. And as you exhale, let's find our side body stretch. Again, we'll hold for our inhale. And as you exhale, we'll meet in warrior two. Good, 4 more times. Inhale, reach the left arm forward, rotate the palms. Exhale, reverse warrior. Hold for your inhale. Exhale, windmill the arms, side body stretch. Hold here for your inhale. And as you exhale, we'll meet in warrior two. Inhale, reach the left arm forward, rotate the palms. Exhale, reverse warrior. Hold here for your inhale. Exhale, side angle stretch. Hold here for your inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Good, 2 more times. Inhale, reach the left arm forward, rotate the palms. Exhale, reverse warrior. Hold here for your inhale. Exhale, side angle stretch. Hold here for your inhale. Exhale, warrior two. That front leg might be burning. You've got this. 1 more. Inhale, reach the left arm forward, rotate the palms. Exhale, reverse warrior. Hold here for your inhale. Exhale, left arm to left thigh, side angle stretch. Hold here for your inhale. And exhale, warrior two. Good, let's finally straighten that front leg. So we inhale, reach the left arm forward again. And as we exhale, we'll find our triangle pose. Your hand might be resting on your shin or on the ground. Might be resting on your left thigh. We're going to hold our triangle pose for 3 breaths. Inhaling and exhaling through our nose. Last few moments of work here. 1 more inhale here. And as you exhale, let's come back up to standing. We'll rotate our feet so that both our feet are pointed towards the long edge of our mat. As we find a wide-legged forward fold. Inhaling our arms up overhead and exhaling, dropping our hands down to the earth. Our hands are out in front of our toes. Our gaze is down at the ground between our hands. You can bend the knees as generously as you need to here. Take a few moments of rest in this pose. You might rock a little bit side to side, bending one knee and then the other. You might also just rock your hips a little bit side to side, bringing your hips over to the right at first and then to the left. Good. On your next inhale, let's find a halfway lift. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, bring your hands to your hips as we lift our body up, coming back to standing. Let's rotate our feet so that they're at a 45-degree angle, pointing at the outer edge of our mat. Last few moments of work here. On an inhale, we're going to reach our arms up overhead. And as we exhale, we're going to sink down into our goddess pose, bringing our hands to wrap around baby. Take a moment to check your posture here. Your spine is long and straight. Your knees are tracking in the same direction as your toes. Your thighs, the goal is to get your thighs parallel to the ground, but if they're not quite there, if you're up here, that's fine too. You're still working hard. With each breath, we're inhaling in energy. And with each exhale, let something go. We'll hold here for 3 more breaths. Inhaling through our nose. And exhaling through our nose, maybe sinking a little bit deeper. Inhale through our nose. Exhale, maybe sink a little bit deeper. Last time, inhale through your nose. Exhale, sink as deep as you can go, trying to get your thighs parallel with the ground. Good, we'll pulse here 10 times, just moving our hips up and down a few inches at a time. 10, 9, 8, 7. I know this is hard. You can do it, mama. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Drop your hands to the earth. Find that wide-legged forward fold again. We'll hold here for 2 breaths. That was it. That was our last bit of work for the day. On your next inhale, find a halfway lift as you begin to heel toe your feet in together so that they're a little bit wider than hips width distance apart. And as you exhale, have your knees track over your toes again as you find your yogi squat. Bring your hands together at your chest in prayer. Use your elbows to press your knees open. We're going to hold here for about a minute. Inhale, your spine is long and straight. As you exhale, imagine sending your breath down and out through your pelvic floor. Inhale, filling the belly, filling the chest. And exhale, breath down and out. Imagine your energy moving down through your pelvic floor. And continue to breathe here for about a minute. You might close your eyes or keep your gaze soft. You're pressing your knees open with your elbows. Your spine is straight. With each inhale, continue to think about lifting and lengthening. With each exhale, try and relax the muscles of your pelvic floor. It's a great way to prep for labor and to help encourage baby to move down into your pelvis so that they can also prepare to be born into this world. Inhale, lifting and lengthening, filling our belly, straight back position. Exhale, relaxing our pelvic floor, sending our energy down and out. One more inhale here. And on your next exhale, bring your hands back to your mat. Slowly drop onto your sits bones as we find our butterfly pose from the beginning of class. Again, you might give yourself a bit of a massage, bringing your hands to rest on the soles of your feet. As you inhale, continue to think about lifting and lengthening. And on an exhale, we're going to bend at the waist and just slowly bend forward, finding a forward fold. Our gaze is out and down over our toes. We're only bending at the waist to the point where either baby starts to feel compressed or our spine begins to round. We want to maintain a straight, flat back position, and we want to make sure that there is plenty of space for baby and they are not being compressed in any way here. We'll hold here just for a few breaths. As I begin to find stillness again, my little one is starting to find their feet and their fist again. Take a moment perhaps to check in with what your little one is doing. Have they been lulled to sleep by your activity? Or are they taking mom's moment of stillness to do their own power yoga flow? Good. One more inhale here. And on an exhale, we'll reach back up, finding our neutral spine. Inhale, both arms up overhead. Exhale, let's drop our right palm to the earth, finding a side body stretch. We'll hold here for one more inhale, allowing our breath to come back to normal, our heart rate to slow if it's been elevated. On an exhale, press back up, neutral spine. Inhale, both arms up over the head. Exhale, let's drop our left hand to the earth this time, finding our side body stretch on the other side. Last pose of the day here. Take a moment to check in, notice how you're feeling. One more inhale here. And then your next exhale, press back up, neutral spine. You can release your feet, coming into Sukhasana, or a comfortable seat. You might bring your hands to rest on your knees, or perhaps on your belly, perhaps one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. We'll end class with one final inhale and exhale together, breathing in deeply through the nose for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4, and this time we'll exhale through the mouth with a gentle sigh. Thank you for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed this slightly more challenging yoga flow. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more prenatal yoga content. I hope to see and practice with you again soon. Namaste.